Hello, writers. Welcome to Opinion Writing Week 2. As you can see, this week's lessons are going to look a little different. I'm over here in the corner. And that's because we're shifting, really diving into our essay writing this week. So we'll probably be doing more work on the computers, or you're going to be doing some more typing. So for me, that meant I thought we should shift to maybe doing some screencasts. So these lessons this week will be all screencasts. So we're going to try this out and see how it goes. Our goal this week, by Friday, you should have your 3 body paragraphs completed. That's really the meat of our essay. As you can see, you've probably seen a graphic like this before. When we think of a 5-paragraph essay, we think of our introduction and conclusion as being the bread or the buns, and whatever you like in the middle of your burger or veggie burger in the middle. Our 3 body paragraphs here. So this is going to be our focus for this week. Here are our lessons for the week. Lesson 4, we're going to write a thesis statement. Hint, you've already done it. Our two topic sentences for 2 of our body paragraphs. And we'll start sorting some of our information that you gathered last week. Lesson 5, we're going to add some specific details to really support our arguments and finish up 2 of our body paragraphs. And then lesson 6, we're going to work on that 3rd body paragraph, which will be our counter argument paragraph. Let's get to it. Today's lesson, make your point or points. Today, as I said, we're going to write our thesis statement, choose our 2 strongest reasons or arguments to prove our thesis, and we'll talk about what that is. Then we're going to turn these into our topic sentences and again, start sorting that information. So let's start with our opinion essay planner. You should all have gotten a copy of something that looks like this, an opinion essay organizer. If you have any issues opening it, you can let Mrs. Glover or myself know. You can also go to File, Make a Copy. That's always a good Google trick if you don't know that trick. And here's your opinion essay organizer. You have a couple options. You can either print this out and do it by hand. There are some benefits to just typing directly into it, and I'll show you what those are through the course of this lesson. So let's get started with our thesis statement. What is a thesis statement? If that term is new to you, it's really just a fancy way of saying the statement that you're trying to prove in your essay. And I use that term because it's a term that you're going to hear really for the rest of your academic career through junior high, high school, and even to college. So I just think it's a good term to kind of know and recognize. The good news is you have already done this, most likely, because in an opinion essay, your thesis statement is really the same as your opinion statement. So for me, that means you might remember mine was the Bay Area is a great place to live. Done. I just wrote my thesis statement. So for many of you, your opinion statement will be the same as your thesis statement. So that should not take you very long. Now, I put it at the top of your organizer. This is not where it's going to go in your final essay, but just as a reminder that all your work over the next couple weeks and all your writing in these 5 paragraphs should be around proving this point. Okay? Trying to convince somebody that the Bay Area really is a great place to live. So we've got our thesis statement, or I've got my thesis statement. I'm going to go back to our presentation and go to the next thing on our list. Choosing our strongest reasons or points. What are my 2 strongest reasons or points? So what are my strongest points if I'm trying to prove the Bay Area is a great place to live? What are the strongest points or arguments that I have for that? So that's the first question I asked myself. And the second question I asked myself is, can I write a paragraph about that argument or reason? So let's try this. I'm going to list a bunch of reasons around my topic, and you can see how I sort of decide which ones I'm going to choose to put in my essay. The Bay Area has amazing weather. Okay, that's absolutely true. It doesn't snow, doesn't get too hot. So that's a good reason. It also, and it's something I could maybe write a paragraph about. So I'll keep that on the list. The Bay Area has a lot of In-N-Out burgers. Well, that is true. And I did miss In-N-Out when I lived in New York. But I don't know that anybody moves to the Bay Area for In-N-Out. So I'm not sure about that one. The Bay Area is cool. Absolutely. But I think a lot of people could say that about places that they live. So I don't think that would probably be a contender. The Bay Area has an incredibly diverse landscape. Okay, that seems like a possible good reason that I could write about. It's absolutely true, right? There's redwood forest, there's hills, there's wetlands, there's a beautiful Pacific Ocean. So I think I could write about that. So I think that I'll keep on the list. The Bay Area has many world-renowned attractions. That absolutely. I know people come from all over the world to see things like Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge and some of the great museums. So I think that's another contender. The Bay Area has the cutest puppies. Well, while I would love to say that that's true, I would imagine Sheboygan also has cute puppies. So I don't think I could prove that one. So let's go ahead and eliminate with my fun Screencastify pen. Really, this is just an excuse for me to use it. Okay, so definitely no In-N-Out. The Bay Area is cool. I don't think I would use that. And the Bay Area has the cutest puppies. I don't think I could use that one. Which leaves me with 3. The Bay Area has amazing weather. The Bay Area has an incredibly diverse landscape. And the Bay Area has many world-renowned attractions. Now, of these 3, I'm kind of leaning towards these 2. Just because I know I could write a paragraph about each of these. I could probably write a paragraph about amazing weather, but I don't know that it would be a great paragraph. So I'm going to go with these 2. Now, here's, as I was saying at the beginning of this, one of the benefits of doing this and keeping your notes typed, as some of you already know, because I know a lot of you go straight to typing, keeping things in Google Drive, is that I can then just copy and paste. And these reasons really then just become my topic sentences. The Bay Area has an incredibly diverse landscape. That's my topic sentence. Now I might change the wording as my writing progresses, but that's a good start. And I can go back and highlight. Geez Louise. And that will be the topic sentence for my next paragraph. And I'll resize. Okay, so now I have my thesis statement and my 2 topic sentences, which is really my primary goal for today. Now, if you have time, and I have a little time, so I can start filling in my body paragraph with some of my notes that I took last week. Now, knowing yourself as a writer, some of you might like to dive straight into writing full sentences and writing your paragraph. So if you're one of those people, I might dive in and say, as you drive around the bay, I'll say around this area, you can go from golden rolling hills to wetlands. For the record, it's not easy to type on a stack of books. To wetlands, to redwood forests, to the beautiful Pacific Ocean. Okay. Now, if you're somebody who likes to make a list, you can go ahead and just write down your notes for right now. Okay, so like, for example, I know for my notes, I wanted to talk about Muir Woods. I wanted to talk about how unique the redwood forests are, right? That this is the only place you can find coastal redwoods. Well, here up to Oregon. I also wanted to talk about a little bit about or mention how close everything is. So not only do we have all these things, but that you could go for a hike in the redwoods in the morning and have a picnic at the beach later on. And I think I'll also mention something about the Sierra Nevada mountains. Now, those aren't in the Bay Area, but they're very close. And that obviously is a huge draw that you could be in Yosemite in a few hours. Okay, so this is kind of your goal for today, is to have some notes in each of these boxes. And then I would do the same thing here. I hope that makes sense and that you have a little, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Happy writing.